What's going on, guys? It's a Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. It's been about a week since I've uploaded a video. I've had a lot going on, man. I've got this like ingrown hair thing here on my chin. It's been irritating me. My voice hurts, or my throat hurts, not my voice, but I've not been having like a great week. I've had to go help my dad with a couple things as well. My cousin needed a lot of my help this past week, so been busy. It's not like I've just been taking days off. I've had a lot going on. I finally got to sit down and watch a Pacers game. We played the Cavs back to back, and tonight was a game I really didn't want to miss, and I'm glad I got to see it because it was very, very kind of refreshing in its own way. What really can you say? It was a great showing by everyone on the team, and I'm actually more impressed with this win than usual because Tyrese Haliburton ended up going out of this game. Unfortunately, during the time that Tyrese Haliburton went out, I missed the first like 6 minutes of the third quarter, mostly because I had to go drive my cousin back to his house. He bought a new car, wanted to put the old one out by the road in order to like put a sign in it to sell it, so I had to go over there, take him back home. Then I went for a test drive in his new car and stuff like that. So I didn't see like the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. But what I did see when I got back, I was very impressed with. With Tyrese Haliburton going out with an injury, I gotta be honest, I was very impressed. Tyrese Haliburton only played 18 minutes, shot 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3. It was not good out of Tyrese the first 18 minutes we saw. However, a lot of guys on our team stepped up big once that happened. Pascal Siakam, 8 of 21, not great. 0 of 5 from 3 was great. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, we won this game, and we really didn't play super crazy great out of, like, some of our starters. You know, even Ben Mathurin, 5 of 15, 2 of 7 from 3, wasn't great. Siakam, 8 of 21, 0 of 5 from 3. Like, we didn't shoot great from 3 this game. Tyrese Haliburton, 0 of 2. Miles Turner, 2 of 6. Miles Turner had 15 and 10. That was pretty good. He had 4 personal fouls, though. Miles Turner had a lot of fouls. Couple guys that really stood out in this game, though. Thomas Bryant had a pretty good game. Jarris Walker had 8 points, 12 rebounds, shot 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Had 2 steals and a block. Honestly, Obi Toppin was really good. Obi Toppin had 12 points, but they were like a really big 12 points. 1 point in this game, he shot a 3, came down, stole the ball, and then did like a reverse windmill at the other end. I still can't believe that people want to trade him. Like, that's beyond. That's wild to me. Like, it's wild to me that people want to trade Obi Toppin for Cameron Johnson, who, like, I'm just going to say this, okay? Like, I didn't want to make another video about the Cameron Johnson thing because I think I've said my piece on it, but if you are not happy with Malcolm Brogdon when he was a Pacer, you're not going to be happy with Cameron Johnson as a Pacer because both of them play only about 52 games a year. Like, Cameron Johnson plays on average 52 games a year, okay? Like, that's not even the median. That's on average. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great player. He just gets injured all the time. And I'm going to put out a hot take, I think, in this video. I don't think it's a hot take to the boys in the Discord, but I've been saying this for a while. I said it when we traded for Thomas Bryant, and I will die on this fucking hill. I don't care. I would much rather keep Aaron Nesmith and Obi Toppin and lose Miles Turner in free agency and let Thomas Bryant start. Thomas Bryant had, like, if you watch this game, like, you might look at the box score and be like, okay, he only had 11 points and 3 rebounds. But Thomas Bryant does a lot of really, really good things for this team on both offense and defense. Like, there was he had one really good shot contest on Evan Mobley. Like, he made life hard for Evan Mobley, at least, when he did come in. He had a really good offensive rebound where he was running down the lane, caught the ball in the air, and then like he rebounded the ball in the air, cutting to the basket off a miss, jumped in the air, caught it, and then did a layup again and made it. Thomas Bryant is just great at rotations. He's great at picking up on defense. Like, And he doesn't really foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one problem I have with Miles Turner. It's like, I feel like Miles Turner can't play defense without fouling people. And even though Miles Turner is like, I understand why the front office wants to trade Aaron Nesmith and Obi Toppin to keep Miles Turner. However, there's a way for you to keep Aaron Nesmith and Obi Toppin and just give Thomas Bryant an extension. I honestly feel like Miles Turner's overrated anyway. That's my opinion. That's always been my stance. And Thomas Bryant's a guy that I'm just like, yo, just give him, like, if you give him opportunity, like, he's one of the few backup centers in the league that I always thought could be a starter. If you've been a longtime viewer of this channel, even back a couple years ago when we were talking free agency moves, I would bring up Thomas Bryant as a free agent signing as a center, and people would be like, Thomas Bryant? Like that's what that was literally the reactions I would get. And now he's on our team and people watch him play and they go, wow, like he's decent. Like, he's a solid backup. Like, yeah, Thomas Bryant's a pretty good player. It's just, you know what? It irritates. The one thing that irritates me about ownership with this team, and not so much, like, there's nothing the players can do. But what irritates me about this team is the owner never wants to pay the luxury tax to just keep the team together. With this win tonight, we go into 5th place. Like, we held the number 1 offense in the NBA to 93 points tonight. Like, I don't think you realize how big of a deal that is as a Pacers fan. Like, Pacers fans understand, right? Like, this was a very, very big deal for the Pacers. And the idea that Siakam didn't have a great game, Tyrese Haliburton went out with an injury, and Mathurin didn't play that great. Like, this was a bench unit game. You know what I'm saying? What did TJ McConnell do in this game? I don't even think I looked at that either. TJ McConnell was got some solid minutes tonight too, I think. TJ McConnell, I know he had 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 turnovers. Yeah, like, even TJ McConnell didn't shoot well from the field. But this team, like, the reason they won this game was defense. You know, like, they really, really locked down. Darius Garland had 20, shot 7 of 16. Dean Wade, 1 of 5. Donovan Mitchell had 19 points on 7 of 17, dog. Like, Karis LeVert had 2 points. Who else? What else do we got here? Jared Allen had 9 and 11. Evan Mobley had 16 and 12. Like, they were able to come into Cleveland and just make their lives a living hell. You know, if you can keep Donovan Mitchell from shooting super efficiently, you can win. And you know what? Ever since Andrew Nembhard came back, this team has been a lot better. A lot better. I mean, I don't know what our record is in the last 10 games, but I think I saw a graphic that we're like 7-3. Just so you guys know, we're now 5th, or at the very least tied for 5th in the East at this point. But in our last 10 games, we are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we are 7-3 in our last 10 games, which is phenomenal. The Pacers finally look like the team of last year. And even defensively, the team has gotten a lot better. I mean, last year, I know we're 21st in defensive rating, and 9th in offensive rating, but those are big increases from where we started in the beginning of the season. Certain guys are really coming along. Jarris Walker specifically. Jarris Walker is a guy that, like, is looking to have, like, some type of consistency to his game at this point, which I really like. I think Jarris Walker is going to continue to get more minutes as we go towards the end of the season here. Obi Toppin's a guy that I look at and I think he can play the 3 or the 4, if I'm being honest with you, and I think that's a big deal for a team that's short on wings. Like, in this game, we saw a lineup of, what was it? And it was, I think, TJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd, Pascal Siakam, Obi Toppin, and Thomas Bryant. And somebody, I forgot who it was, somebody said something in the Discord like, wow, like, we have an Obi Toppin, Pascal Siakam, Thomas Bryant lineup, and I'm like, yeah, dog, like, Pascal Siakam and Toppin are good enough to play the 3 now. You know what I'm saying? So you can run lineups like that now. So and even in that in general, like Pascal Siakam's gotten better at threes. Obi Toppin's become a more consistent 3-point shooter. Even in the past month, like Obi Toppin's been a lot better from three. The team is really coming together. And that's like another reason why I was really not huge on the Cameron Johnson trade, is not only does it not really solve the cap space issue as well. I mean, you're getting rid of 2 players to bring in one who's getting paid $20 million. You have the injury stuff with Cameron Johnson as well. I also think the Nets are asking too much for Cameron Johnson. But the other thing is also, like, the team is really starting to hit its stride. It seems like they're playing good defense. They're really getting it clicking on offense. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I hate to say this, but Blues kind of put me onto it in the Discord. I was like, I leave for like 20-30 minutes and Tyrese Haliburton gets injured, and he's like, it's okay. We're winning because of it anyway. And tonight was one of those nights where, like, not having Tyrese Haliburton, the team really came together and got the job done. That doesn't mean I think the team can consistently win without Tyrese Haliburton, but we have enough guard play where Tyrese Haliburton can get injured, and it's not the end of the world. We still have Andrew Nembhard. We still have TJ McConnell. We still have Quentin Jackson. We still have Ben Mathurin on the bench. We still have Ben Shepherd. Even Jarris Walker, I think, could maybe... he's not ideal, but Jarris Walker could probably play some point if we really need him to. Siakam's become a better ball handler. So, I look at this and I'm just like, we're at a point now where even when Tyrese Haliburton goes down, it's not the end of the world. So good win. I'm going to be honest. It was a great win. Holding the number, like the Cleveland Cavaliers average about 120 points per game. The idea that we were able to hold them to 93 tonight is a big deal. And, I don't know if it's a game that I would hold your hat on, but it is a good sign that, like, the Pacers are getting better at defense. There was even moments tonight where I'm seeing trapping defense at half court. I'm like, I said this in the Discord too. I was like, if Tyrese Haliburton could just learn to play defense, like, not even really learn to play defense, just give effort and just be more competent on switches and stuff like that. If he could just become an average defender, like Steph Curry level. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be great, but you just have to understand what the fuck's going on. If Tyrese Haliburton could get to that level of defense, or even James Harden, like a James Harden level of defense, I don't expect you to come out here and be fucking Gary Payton. You know what I'm saying? But if you could come out here and just give me a competent level of defense, not get lost in your switches, understand the rotations and stuff like that, like, we could be one of those teams that is good on offense and on defense. But the problem is Tyrese Haliburton is such a liability on defense that, it's pretty sad he goes out of the game, and it's like, okay, well, we went from being, down by 15 at the half to winning by 13? You know what I'm saying? Like, it, or vice versa. So like, that's the only issue with it, Granted, good win. I like it. We play Cleveland again. I think we do have a back-to-back against Cleveland, if I'm correct. We play them again on Tuesday, which unfortunately I will probably not see that game Tuesday because I have my pool league match at the time the game starts. Maybe they'll put it on at the bar. I don't know, but that's in Liberty. Never mind, they won't. But I won't get to see the second game, but I'm glad I got to see the first one. I'll be keeping track of it, obviously. But great game tonight. Tonight was really good, and the team is starting to look like it's really hitting its stride. And you know what? I'm just going to say this, okay? If you've been around for a while, you will know that I'm always a guy that is looking to make a trade. I'm always a guy that's looking to improve on something. Even Aaron Nesmith is a guy that I'm like, he's really good, but I kind of think we should capitalize on his value while it's high and get another wing or just a taller two, something like that. But gotta be honest, man, I'm at a point now where I'm just kind of like, just leave shit the way it is and see how it pans out. Even in free agency, I understand there's a lot of people that love Miles Turner, but if you could re-sign Thomas Bryant or give him an extension before free agency, and just find another stretch big in free agency, I'd let Miles Turner walk, if I'm being honest with you. Miles Turner is probably going to command more money than we can give him anyway. And I just don't think Miles Turner warrants giving up Aaron Nesmith and Obi Toppin just to bring him back. I'm sorry, I don't think it does. I think Thomas Bryant is a guy that would be great as a starter. He's a guy, even the one time we did see him start, he put up, 22 and 8? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are numbers I can get behind. Obviously, it's a small sample size, but Thomas Bryant has proven to be a very good player. Even off the bench, tonight he gave us, 11 and 3? So, I got to give the nod to Thomas Bryant a little bit. Even off the bench, 11 and 3 is not a far cry from the 15 and 7 we normally get out of Miles Turner. So, and that's if Thomas Bryant got more minutes, if Thomas Bryant got Miles Turner's minutes, I think he would post better numbers. And that may be a hot take. Like I said, I that's my hot take for this video, is the idea that Thomas Bryant is the Miles Turner replacement. I think he could be anyway. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Like, helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.